Hello, and welcome to the City of La Cañada Flintridge Green Halo Add and Manage Projects Guide. In this video, we'll provide a quick review of how to access your current projects and add an additional project that may require construction and demolition, or C&D. To begin, please navigate to our Green Halo support page or directly to the web page at wastetracking.com/city/LCF. If you need additional assistance accessing this page, or need any assistance creating a Green Halo account, you can reach out to our support team at helpgreenhalo@lcf.ca.gov. We will be happy to assist. To begin, please select Login and enter your Green Halo account email and password. Once you've entered your credentials, click Login again. You will then be redirected to your Green Halo management page, where you can manage all of your current projects. If your Connect LCF permit has been automatically flagged for possible construction and demolition, or C&D, you will see this ticket listed under the In Progress tab, located in the upper left-hand side of the screen. If you do not see your project listed, or if you need to create a new project, please select Add Another Project. In the pop-up window, enter the project name you would like to use along with the street address. Once completed, click Add Project. For the project information section, please complete all required fields marked with an asterisk. Next, enter the Connect LCF permit number associated with your project. If you are unsure of your permit number, project type, or building type, please contact us at helpgreenhalo@lcf.ca.gov for assistance. For the Project Manager field, you may either select yourself or choose Add Project Manager. If you add a new project manager, you will need to fill out their contact information and then click Add User at the bottom of the page. Once you've made your selection for the project manager, click Save Selected Project Manager to continue. When you are ready to proceed, select Next in the bottom right-hand corner. All right, the next step is material selection. First, please read and agree to the terms and conditions at the top of the page. This section is all about identifying the types of debris or materials produced during your project. The list is divided into 3 columns: reuse, recycle, and dispose. Let's quickly go over what each of those means. Reuse: taking materials from a project and using them again as is or with minimal processing. For example, salvaging doors, fixtures, or lumber for use in another project. Recycle: processing C&D debris into new raw materials or products. For instance, crushing concrete into aggregate or sending metal scraps to a recycling facility. Dispose: sending materials to a landfill or other disposal site when they cannot be reused or recycled. This is the least preferred option and should always be the last resort. Some selections may require additional documentation, but don't worry, we'll walk you through that process near the end of this video. The most common option you'll be selecting is mixed C&D debris at the top. That's mixed construction and demolition debris. In most cases, you'll want to check that box. If you're unsure about any of the other material categories, it's completely fine to leave them blank. Leaving those unchecked will not negatively affect your application. And remember, if you need any help or have questions, please email us at helpgreenhalo@lcf.ca.gov and our team will be happy to assist. Once you've made your selections and agreed to the terms and conditions, go ahead and click Next Step to continue. You will now be directed to the Transportation Methods page. Here you'll see 2 choices for managing your C&D debris. 1. Hauling, trucking, deconstruction, or demolition service. This means using an authorized hauler. Or 2. Self-haul. Let's go through both options to go over the difference. Let's start with the first option: hauling, trucking, deconstruction, or demolition service. When you select this option, you're choosing to use an authorized hauler. The city's approved haulers are Athens, NASA, and Republic. The benefit of this option is that you don't need Public Works approval because the hauler takes on all the responsibility and liability for transporting and disposing of your debris. The second option is self-haul. If you choose this route, you are responsible for transporting your own debris. Before you can move forward, your haul route must be reviewed and approved by Public Works. When you reach the facility selection step, you may only select the facilities listed on your approved route. Public Works requires this approval to ensure debris trucks are not traveling on unsafe or restricted streets, protect city infrastructure and assign liability if damage occurs. Just like with the first option, you'll still acknowledge the terms and conditions and then submit your project for approval. To recap, hauling, trucking, deconstruction, or demolition service, authorized hauler. Simple, no Public Works approval needed, and liability is carried by the hauler. Self-haul requires Public Works approval of your route, and you carry the responsibility and liability. Both options must still be submitted for jurisdictional approval in order for your C&D debris management plan to move forward. If you have any questions or need any assistance, please contact us at helpgreenhalo@lcf.ca.gov. We will be happy to assist. Important notice about C&D fees. All construction and demolition projects covered under City Code Chapter 9.14 will have fees for the C&D debris recycling process. These fees apply whether you haul the debris yourself, self-haul, or use an authorized hauler. In addition, you may also be required to post a performance security deposit that can be forfeited if the project does not meet recycling and diversion requirements. If you have any questions regarding this, please email helpgreenhalo@lcf.ca.gov. Now, let's start with the first option: hauling, trucking, deconstruction, or demolition service, also known as choosing an authorized hauler. First, agree to the terms and conditions at the top of the page. Under hauling, trucking, deconstruction, or demolition service, select Debris Box divided by Roll-Off Service. Next, agree to the non-exclusive franchise agreement, which confirms that you'll use one of the 3 approved haulers. From here, select one of the city's approved haulers: Athens, NASA, or Republic. Once you've made your selections, click Next Step in the bottom right corner. At this point, Green Halo will automatically assign a disposal facility for you. You don't have to add any additional facilities unless you'd like to. After confirming, select Next Step again. The benefit of using an authorized hauler is that you do not need Public Works approval. The hauler takes on all responsibility and liability for transporting and disposing of your debris, which makes this the simpler and faster option. Finally, you'll review the terms and conditions one more time, complete the required fields, and click Submit Project for approval. Once submitted, you're done. Now let's continue with the second option, self-haul. Begin by agreeing to the terms and conditions at the top of the page. Select the self-haul option. Agree to the self-haul guidelines. If not already selected, click Upload Approved Self-Haul Route in the Documents tab. You will be able to upload your approved haul route at the final step, or you can email your proposed haul route to helpgreenhalo@lcf.ca.gov for review and approval. Be sure to include haul route and your Connect LCF permit number in the subject line. Confirm by typing an acknowledgement in the provided field. We recommend simply writing "I agree" or "I acknowledge." Once complete, select Next Step to continue. On the Facility Selection page, again, agree to the terms and conditions at the top of the page. Select the facilities you'll be using to dispose of your debris. These facilities must match the ones listed in your approved haul route. If you have questions at any time, you can email helpgreenhalo@lcf.ca.gov for assistance. Once you've selected the correct facilities, click Next Step. Now we're ready for the final step, uploading your approved haul route and submitting your project for approval. Review the terms and conditions once more. In the upper right corner, click Project Files. Select Choose File. Locate your approved self-haul route and click Open and then Upload File. You'll see a prompt confirming that your upload was successful. When ready, click Submit for approval to return to the final page. Fill out the required fields, then click Submit Project for approval. And that's it. Once your project is approved, you'll receive a copy of your authorized haul route and you're ready to move forward with your C&D debris management plan. Now let's quickly review how to add additional documents such as the self-haul route to a submitted project. Begin by logging into your Green Halo account and navigating to the Submitted section. Next, locate your project and click on either the GH number or the Connect LCF permit number to continue. Once inside the project, select Project Files. Click Choose File, locate the file you wish to upload, and click Open. Finally, select Upload File, and you're done. Thank you for watching. On behalf of the City of La Cañada Flintridge, we wish you a wonderful day.